Hey y'all, it's the Game Dad, here to show you one of my favorite things about one of my favorite games, Star Wars Rebellion. Something I've done to save myself a little bit of money and a little bit of time. I know that you can go online and buy some fancy inserts. I know that there's some really cool stuff to make sure that the expansion all fits together with this, but I know that as a dad and as a husband, it's kind of hard to explain away all these big expenses on things like an insert for a game. So let me show you what I did to save myself a little bit of grief, a little bit of time, and a lot of bit of money. Let's take a look inside. So, of course, with the game, we've got the fancy Fantasy Flight booklet of all the stuff that we should own. Really need to do a better job with my Mansions of Madness because I haven't gotten quite as organized with that as I have with this. So, of course, we've got the Rise of the Empire rule sheet added on here. We've got the Learn to Play. Right. We've got the rules reference sheet. I love how Fantasy Flight did this and made it a little bit easier for us as far as reading a rule book goes. And then I've done some baggies here. So this is the one that the original player boards came in. The leader pool area is there, and then I've just thrown the expansion ones right in there. And then eat your heart out, insert companies. $2 at the local super center. Pretty snazzy how all that kind of fits together. It's one of those regular official tackle boxes. You can find them at sporting goods stores, supermarts, whatever. Everything fits in there. You can customize the width of each area, so your smaller ships all fit in the smaller ones. Your larger, longer ships, especially when it comes to the Imperial side of things. Got all my Death Stars just in their own little area. We've got longer ships, smaller ships, ground troops, whatnot. Now, the leaders do not fit as comfortably as they do in the other one for the Rebellion, but the Empire also has a lot more at their disposal, not unlike how it was in the films, how the Rebellion was fighting back with whatever they could. The Empire had this vast amount of things in their arsenal, so each one of these was a little over $2.50 after taxes. And now I know some people hate these things, but baggies save lives when it comes to board games. Maybe not lives, maybe just time. But I've got all the different decks organized by their faction in separate bags. Thank you to my local friendly gaming store, or friendly local gaming store, if I'm going to say it right, Blitzkrieg Games and Comics, here in New Braunfels, Texas. But they've supplied me with all the bags. That's where I get my sleeves, and luckily they'll give me a pretty good deal on sleeves when I get the game from them. So another little tackle box. The silly thing is these cost the same as the big ones, but it's a little bit extra, but it does something kind of nice. It adds a little thing to keep your tokens separate, easier, more organized, and makes things easier. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but sounds like my favorite little meeple needs another bottle. Until next time, this is the Game Dad saying have fun gaming.